Welcome to another episode of the Fertility Conversations. Today we're joined by a lovely guest, Olaronke Thadeus. She's the founder of Meet Surrogate Mothers, and that's a leading surrogacy agency in Nigeria. Our agency started as a donor agency in 2014, and in 2015, she added surrogacy services as well. Olaronke broke the culture of silence around surrogacy practice in Nigeria by publicly encouraging women who need surrogacy to embrace it without any guilt or shame. Olaronke joins us today to provide more information about our agency and to answer many of the questions that we have about surrogacy. So welcome, Olaronke, and thank you so much for joining us today.
It's a pleasure. Nice to meet you and nice to be here.
Thank you. Great to have you here. To start off, we usually say, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, just like you've read, Olaronke Thadeus is my name. And I'm the founder of Meet Surrogate Mothers agency. We've been in the industry for a while.
Forever.
Helping women, helping couples to become parents through IVF, surrogacy, and so
yeah.
That's just a little about me.
That's wonderful. And why did you start Meet Surrogacy Mothers, Meet Surrogate Mothers? Why did you start it? What was the inspiration?
Okay. So I wanted to do something that is special, something that is different, something that is beneficial, and something that would give support to women. Okay. When I started my donor agency in 2014, I tried to talk about surrogacy to few hospitals, and the response was cold. And I was like, why is it that there is no agency talking about this, doing this service? Why is it that women that are faced with these options really don't really have anywhere to go to discuss this option and all that? And the response I got then was they would want to come to the hospital first. Why would they go to the agency first? And so that was quite discouraging. But because I don't take no for an answer, I decided to include surrogacy, and in 2015, and yes, it took a while for the women to respond to it. But presently, we've gone past all that. Agencies are, places every woman wants to come to discuss their fertility need and now feel comfortable discussing it without shame and all that.
Yeah. Well done on all that you've done in raising awareness. I see that you always have a lot of promotions on social media platforms, letting people know it's okay. Because I remember when I was younger, and of course, even in movies, you see that people might use a fake baby bomb to kind of try to mimic a surrogate that they might be using because they're concerned about what people might say. But with all that you've been doing, lots of people are now openly saying, well, yes, I use a surrogate, so what? Right?
Yeah, a lot of people, lots of people that a colleague was trying to come. Okay, are you with me?
Yes.
Okay, so in terms of whether people are bold enough to say they are doing this or they did this, a few women, yes, can, I've met few women that, really doesn't give, a damn about saying they did surrogacy, but to a very large extent, a lot of our women don't want to tell anybody about this.
Right.
Okay, so we still have that barrier. They don't want to share their experience. They don't want to talk about this. They want to keep quiet. They want to keep quiet about things because they probably just feel that they will be blamed, or they might, anyone can make them feel lesser of a woman, you know. So people still want to keep things to themselves. Only few people really don't mind saying, yes, I use a surrogate mother, or I'm using a surrogate mother, you know. So the silence is still there. I won't deny that. I won't lie about that. It's still there, okay?
Right.
People, in fact, when intended parents that have done surrogacy are referring people, they will say, you don't need to let them know I used you. Yeah, I usually get that. You don't need to let them know, of course, you know, and I'll be like, why would I? It is, you did a private, our program is quite confidential, so why would I even tell anyone about it, you know? So people still want to keep things to themselves. And until we get to that point where everyone starts talking, then the next person would, you know, might suffer a bit, okay? Because trust me, we are trying to raise a lot of awareness on surrogacy, you know, but even at that, a lot of women still don't know about this option, that they can have this done in Nigeria. So if you are that person and you've done surrogacy, it has worked for you, you have had your baby through surrogacy, at least you should tell the next person about this. The next person that you know is looking for fruit of the womb might also be open to this option, but just because she doesn't feel encouraged, or probably know anyone around that has done this, or that has worked for, you know, so they kind of still, you know, restrain themselves from coming forward to do this. So so
more and more education, yeah.
We are not yet there yet. So a lot of silence is still going on.
A lot of stigma, still so much taboo. But hopefully the more we're speaking about this openly, and of course the amazing work you're also doing on social media, constantly saying it is okay, it is okay. Perhaps we'll get to somewhere in the near future where we don't have to hide, and people can say, you know what, it's nobody's fault if they have to use a surrogate. It's just their path to parenthood, and there's nothing wrong with that. So thank you for that. So in terms of questions, I mean, lots of people always have lots of questions. People that might be in Nigeria wanting to opt for surrogacy, or even people coming from overseas. And some people wonder, do they get to choose the surrogate themselves, or do you make that choice for them if they use your agency?
Okay, so even the agency doesn't make that choice. The intending parents, you know, don't make that choice. Our hospital makes the choice, okay? So we have a very large pool of surrogate mother per time. So what we do is we send in the surrogate mother to our partner hospital, they evaluate, you know, and put them on womb preparation drugs. And, you know, the moment our intended parent comes, and, you know, we will be able to match, you know, as soon as, you know, we have any treatment. So the decision to choose any surrogate mother doesn't lie or rest with the intending parents or the agency. It's entirely the hospital, because they are the one that will do the evaluation, womb preparation. They will be the one to continually monitor the lining of the womb to be sure that, you know, they have gotten what they want, you know, before they transfer the embryos into the surrogate mother. Ours is to provide them with as many surrogate mothers as possible, for them to be able to pick the best options, best ones out for the treatment.
Okay. And does the hospital also do the screening? How much screening is done? Because people want to check, is this person fit to become a surrogate? Are they going to eat right when they're pregnant with their child or children? Who does all that?
So we have two screening processes. The first one is done by the agency. Okay. So I have we'll take the surrogate mother through psychological evaluation first at the agency. just to be sure that this person that we want to engage for the next 9 months is sane, and she's not coming to do it because she is forced to do it by someone we might not know. So a lot of psychological evaluation firstly takes place. When we are cleared about that, then we now send her to the hospital for medical evaluation. Then, in terms of medical evaluation, the hospital will comprehensively check her womb to be sure that the womb is free from fibroids and polyps, no adhesion, because we want a perfect womb. Because of course she's a surrogate mother, that means that her womb must be very, very perfect. Okay. Of course, all the infection screenings also will be done, so once these are done, then of course she will be moved to the next stage, which is the womb preparation. And at that point also, a lot of surrogate mother, we might have to do away with them if their lining doesn't respond. So this is one of the reasons why I, for once, cannot tell an intended parent that this is your surrogate mother now, because like I said, we have a lot of them on womb preparation drugs per time. And by the time we are starting your treatments, maybe 5 days to your embryo transfer, I will know who your surrogate mother will be by looking at when the hospital have looked at all our surrogate mother on womb preparation at that time, and they say, okay, so let's use this person and this person, so so that process, is tedious, and but it's a thorough process that has been helping our intending parents to achieve parenthood. More expensive because per time, sometimes we might need to evaluate 4 or 5 surrogate mother for one intending parent.
Oh, wow.
But on a whole, it's more effective, and it's helps to increase the chances of pregnancy.
Right. And it's really important, right? Because people feel more comfortable if they know that you've gone through a thorough process in checking that potential surrogate. So is there a wait time then? Is there a wait time for people that might think, well, I need a surrogate now? How long do I have to wait? Is it 3 months for choosing, or a month? Or is there any wait time at all?
Well, presently, we don't have any waiting time. Okay.
Wow.
So I remember one of our intended parents wanted a surrogate mother to another facility, and she walked in, and we recommended. She even wanted three surrogate mother, and we were able to give her the three surrogate mother. So we don't have any waiting time. We have a very large database, of course.
I see. Okay.
Our surrogacy management, is what any surrogate mother would want to work with, okay? Because for any surrogate mother, apart from the compensation plan, of course, you look at the health care during the program, so they know how much we put into their medical care. So so a lot of them usually prefer to come to meet surrogate mother. I get to see even a lot of ex-surrogate mother from other places, coming back to us. Okay, so we put in our best for in terms of medical care for our surrogate mother. So it goes far more beyond compensation plan for them.
And that's really important. That's really important, because the surrogate wants to feel like you're not just concerned about the baby or the babies that might be coming from her. You're also concerned about her health and how she's feeling and how she's going to be even after the babies. So that really helps as well, even for the intended parents, to ensure that they're taking good care of their surrogate. Well done.
Thank you.
People also wonder, though, can they have the same person that's a surrogate as the egg donor in case they're using a donor process, if they have to use donor eggs?
No, we don't do that at our agency. Okay, so we don't allow the surrogate mother as the egg donor. We practice solely gestational surrogacy. The implication of that is that the surrogate mother is not genetically related to the to the baby she's carrying in any way, because we don't want her to feel like she's selling a baby, or, so is a baby if you're using her eggs. Do you understand?
Exactly.
So we basically want it to look like it's a business you're doing. Yeah, you're doing this. It's a contract. So don't get involved genetically. You're just helping to carry an embryo that you don't contribute anything to. So because of that, we don't use a surrogate mother's egg. For no surrogate mother at our agency would carry her, egg or her embryo. Do you understand? If she wants to be a donor first, she can be a donor first, but she will not be the one to carry whatever embryo is being made out of, so different thing entirely.
Sounds great, because again, that helps too, because again, one of the many questions people have is that, will this surrogate take my baby away? Will they not want to give up the baby? So of course, if they're genetically linked as well, that can increase the chances of that happening. But of course, again, like I was saying, one of the questions and one of the fears and concerns for people that might need to use a surrogate is they hear these horror stories. The surrogate didn't want to give up the baby when the baby was born. How do you prevent this from happening at your agency, or is this even a possibility at all?
It has never happened in my agency before that a surrogate mother would give birth and said she doesn't want to. You need to understand, a surrogate mother understand that this is contracts. Okay, so who is a surrogate mother herself? She's a mother. She has her own children, and they don't want to have any baby again. They're just doing this, of course, to help another woman, and of course to improve their own life as well.
Right.
So it's not a possibility at all. My surrogate mother are well informed. They are well, they know that this is solely contracts. Right. They are not even looking forward to seeing the baby. Right. Once they put to bed, that's it. That's it. They are not interested.
Right.
So all those drama
stories, all those movies,
they're just movies to scare people. Nothing like that. I've never seen that for once.
So then, do you have a contract then? Because I know you highlighted this is a contract. This is a contract. There's a contract that people go through to ensure that they know the rules of engagement and what's expected.
Yes, we do have a contract. Yes, we do have a contract, and that contract has been, built over the years with various issues, experiences, events, so we have a very robust contract that is that protects the interest of all parties, which is very important.
Yeah. Okay, well said. Thank you so much for letting us about that. We have potential parents that might be coming from overseas as well and planning to possibly take the child or children back to their various countries. Do you also help with immigration paperwork and documents that might be needed to take the baby back or babies back?
Yeah, we do. Legal units, helps with documents that the intended parents usually use to submit their application, their request at the embassy. So yeah, we do help.
Okay, good to know. In terms of surrogacy, I know like you highlighted that you definitely take care of the surrogates as well in terms of the healthcare. What about who is checking for their eating? If they're eating right, if they're not smoking, if they're not drinking alcohol, because the surrogate intended parents wants to ensure that this surrogate is doing everything within their power and eating right to protect their baby or babies. So is that something that you also monitor as part of your agency?
Yeah, we do. Our hospital, our partner hospital, the surrogate mother comes in for antenatal regularly. Right. So we do check their blood from time to time to know whether they are eating very well, because from the blood you will know if the blood level drops. We basically know that yes, this person is not eating very well. Okay. So the thing is that, okay, so when you come in for surrogacy, okay, it is not, I do say it's not a prison license. It's not a prison sentence for anybody. But one of our contracts, one of the clauses I have of says that if a surrogate mother does not take care of herself during pregnancy, will be forced to call off her privacy. Yes, we can call off her privacy, because if she is not taking care of herself, that means that she wants to harm herself. Okay, because the baby is feeding on her. Baby is feeding on all her nutrients, So if you're not eating well, that means you want to hurt yourself. So we provide accommodation for our surrogate mother. Okay.
Oh, nice.
However, like I said, we usually don't choke them. Okay. Right. We let them still do their thing. But when we think that you are not taking care of yourself as a surrogate mother, then we will call off your privacy. And we have our private chalets where we have cooks, staff on standby, cleaning, cooking, and doing everything, ensuring you use your drug, ensure eat well.
Yeah.
So they basically understand this, and they basically just know that nobody wants our privacy to be called off. So they have to eat regularly, because we are checking blood. Checking blood for anything you might think of. And if you find you wanting, we'll call off your privacy, because we wouldn't want you to put us in trouble. Okay.
Right.
Or put yourself
and then
in
I love
trouble.
that exactly. But the hotel style with the cook and cleaner and everything just sounds amazing. At least they know that option is there if they need it.
Yes, that option is there. A lot of time, a few of them would intentionally want to come and stay in that private place. But but sometimes I'll just say, there's no need for you to stay here. You're just being. but and I heard I if anyone wants to stay, where things are where they are more popular. In fact, they now classify themselves. They have VIP. They call themselves VIP. Then they now have VVIP. So those are the kind of multiples. They call themselves VVIP, because that's the amount of care we show to them. And they'll be like, look at the way they are pampering. This section is like, this section is VVIP. Yeah, multiples. We kind of ensure they drink. We do a lot of fubu, malt, milk, and all that on a daily basis, just to help them build their blood and all that. So
that's
so
amazing.
Things are we really put a well structure in place for our intended parents, and for those that have worked with us, they truly know that we know we are on top of our job, and we manage our surrogate mother very well, very well.
That's wonderful. And that again helps to reassure people that want to use you, because again, nobody wants to feel like they're using someone that is not well taken care of, or someone that's being forced to do this. So even as an intended parent, they feel very comfortable when they know that the surrogates have been well cared for. The surrogates as well feel really good to know that you're not just using them for the potential outcome. You also care about their well-being by providing good health care and also caring for them. So well done on all that you're doing. It is a very important process, and it helps everybody to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
I know I've highlighted before that, asking about immigration paperwork, do you assist with that? You do. So then I guess the next thing to ask is, people from anywhere across the globe can use your agency. You don't have to live in Nigeria. You can live anywhere.
Yes, you can live anywhere. So surrogacy with us. You're in US, you're in UK, you're in Canada, South Africa, Germany, all Europe. You can do surrogacy with us.
Okay, sounds good. And for people that are coming and don't know someone in Nigeria, do you assist with, is there an option for logistics assistance, airport pickup, where they could stay while they're there?
That can be arranged. That can be arranged. Then we have hotels, partner hotels, Airbnb. for our intending parents
Okay.
who want us to help in that aspect.
Okay, sounds good. Because again, that's something that lots of people are concerned about. If they don't have any family or they've never been to Nigeria, they just want to ensure that there's some kind of support to help with that process.
A lot of people want to be sure that where they're staying has enough security and all that. So we do help our intending parents. If they make that request, we help them to get accommodation that are in a well-secured environment.
Right. Okay. Very important. What about even maybe individuals or couples that already have their embryos, maybe in the States or in Canada, for example, and they just want to ship the embryos down, and then you help to find an appropriate surrogate and then have the transfer done to the surrogate? And can they do that and then come later, perhaps? Hopefully everything goes when the baby's about to be born, they can come then.
Yes. In fact, the last one we had was from South Africa. The surrogate mother has given birth now. Okay, so the embryos were transferred down to us. We've had embryos from US, from UK, shipped to us, So if any intending parents, has embryos or want to send their sperm for treatments, they can talk to us. We also have partner cryo shipping companies that
that's wonderful.
To bring all this to us.
You have everything, literally. Like you have everything set up. You have all the partnership and the networks already set up. Okay, that's good. Thank you. What about sometimes, certain countries have restrictions that you cannot use a surrogate if you're single or whatever the case might be. So can a single woman or a single man use a surrogate with your agency to be able to have, because if they don't have any partners and they want to have children, are they able to use your agency?
I don't know of any restriction. I
don't think in Nigeria. I think some other countries.
I think the restriction is even more on Nigeria, stylishly though, mildly, not, they don't put it on, But the truth is that as we are the present, our present reality now is that a lot of people are single.
Yeah.
A lot of women are single. A lot of men really truly don't want to get married. That's the present reality. And if they want to become a parent, nobody can deny them of their rights to become a parent. You understand? Right. For crying out loud, if you're a single woman and you got pregnant, is anybody going to beat you, or is anybody going to, so you, as a single woman, you might decide to use a donor sperm to be a mom. And if you want to carry your pregnancy, you can carry your pregnancy. If you don't, you can use a surrogate mother. And my agency will support you. We've been doing it a lot for both single men and women. Okay, so it's not a new thing. So it's not a new thing.
Thank you for saying that. Because again, like you said, that's lots of people's reality. And there's no reason why they shouldn't have children or become parents if that's something they desire to do and they're able to use an agency or any other option. But it's important to let people achieve that if that's what they want. And it doesn't matter what their situation is, if they're single or married. It shouldn't matter. Thank you.
It shouldn't.
Thank you for highlighting that. You've really, shone a lot of light on the whole surrogacy process. And I think anyone listening knows that now, feel more comfortable being able to approach you and use your agency and feel comfortable that you're going to take care of the surrogate. You're going to take care of them. You're going to protect everyone's interest. And you have a good network of support services to also assist the people that want to use surrogacy as an option on their path to parenthood. So thank you so much for being here today. For anyone that wants to reach out to you, what's the best way to reach you?
Instagram remains the best way.
That's your home. You're always there.
Yeah, I'm always there.
Videos.
Meet Surrogate Mothers. You can't find me on websites. A lot of people say, give me your website page. Oh, you're talking to me on Instagram live. You're still asking for websites. Hi there. Best way to catch me is on Instagram. I check regularly. Okay. Yeah. So add us on Instagram, send us a DM. Then you will get us, except if you want to add us on WhatsApp again.
Okay, I can put that in the show notes as well, if you want to provide.
So our WhatsApp number is 081-5037-5538. Okay. I'm also very active on WhatsApp.
Okay, I'll put that as well in the show notes and the Instagram. And I know you also have a YouTube page where you show a lot of videos as well. So I'll put that as well in the notes. Thank you. As a wrap-up, are there any words of encouragement that you'd like to share with anyone currently trying to conceive?
What I'll basically say is that don't waste time. We cannot but emphasize this, that for women, we have biological time that ticks very fast on us. Okay. So, if you're trying to get pregnant naturally and it's not working for you, please do IVF. And if your womb has issues, please use a surrogate mother to have your baby while you can still use your eggs, because it's going to get to a point where doctor will look at you, look into your eyeball and say, we can't use your egg. It's going to be a donor egg. And I know at that point, I know how a lot of women feel. So you don't need to get to that point in your life where that's, option will be what's, of course, using donor egg is a good option for a lot of people. But if you still have the opportunity to use your egg, why not? Okay.
Right.
Why not? So that's my number one advice. Then my number two advice is for women that are confronted with that decision of using donor egg, and because of that, they just basically feel that they will not have kids again. My advice to you is to not give up on yourself, and using donor egg is not bad on its own. Okay. Yes, as a woman, we get worried about, you don't know this person, you don't know what runs in their family and all that. But I'm telling you, even if it is your egg, you don't even know what runs in your family. Exactly. At most, your grandmother, your great-grandmother, great-great-grandmother. You don't know. So why do we have to worry so much on something that we don't even have control over? Okay, so because I find that a lot of women, they are just at that point, and they don't know, they don't want to take the next step again because they have given up and say no to donor egg. If you're married, it's time you consider your husband. Yes, a lot of us, have supportive husband, but even more reason why you should use donor egg. That you have a supportive husband standing beside you. You don't need to wait until there are so many pressure all around him and, God forbid. So do what you have to do. That is my advice. Do what you have to do and leave the rest to God.
Well said. Thank you so much, Olaronke.
You're welcome.
It's been amazing having you on here with us today. You have shed so much light on the whole surrogacy process. I think that you have reassured people and made people feel really comfortable that if this is an option that they have to consider, there's nothing wrong with this option, and that you do everything within your power to ensure that the whole process goes through smoothly. So thank you for all that you're doing, being passionate about surrogacy, raising awareness. You're constantly on Instagram, on YouTube, telling people this is what you need to do. This is an option. There's no need to suffer in silence. Thank you for all that you're doing. We really appreciate you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And we look forward to having you again in the near future. Thank you so much.
Thank you too. Thanks for having me.
Thanks.